Thank you, Dean Tuan, faculty, staff, graduates, families, and friends for allowing me to join you today. It is an honor to celebrate this milestone with you. When I put on the robe and hat today, it brought back memories because when I graduated the last time, I never thought I would be standing in a robe and gown again. So thank you. To prepare for today, I did a little research. I asked my network what they remembered from their commencement speakers. Overall, people don't remember what their commencement speakers said. This does not bode well for me with all of you today. I asked my 6-year-old what she remembered, and she said she remembers wearing a yellow square hat and singing Justin Timberlake's "Can't Stop This Feeling" at her preschool graduation. Since most of you won't remember my words, I hope you remember what you're feeling. I hope you feel proud of your accomplishments. What you did took effort. Your professors, your classmates, stretch your thinking around race, education, and what it means to work for educational justice. Feel proud of this new, bolder thinking. I hope you realize now how vast the world is and how little we actually know. My friend John Do Chen calls this knowing what we don't know, we don't know. I find this thinking incredibly humbling, and I think it makes me a better person and better able to work for justice. And I hope you're a little scared. Being a little scared is good. It's a good thing when we're working towards social change. It reminds us that we are spiritual beings in a human experience. It reminds us to find connections and support each other, especially with people who are coming from different backgrounds. This is at the heart of racial justice work, relationships and connections with other people. Let me say this again. At the heart of racial justice work are connections and relationships. Relationships drive our work, and we need to extend ourselves and our relationships to see people who are different than us. There is a Messiah greeting where people ask, "And how are the children?" And the hoped-for reply is, "All the children are well." Not some, not just their friends or relatives, but all of the children. Imagine what our schools could look like and feel like if we cared for all of our children, especially our Black and brown children, immigrants and refugees, our LGBTQ students, disabled, and those who feel othered and outside of the educational system. We can do this, and we must do this if we are to work for racial justice. To the parents, family members, and friends in the audience, today is about you too. I hope you feel proud and maybe a little bit of relief. You got your graduates here, and they're about to embark on new adventures. Thank you. About a week ago, I emailed my mom to tell her I'd be giving this speech, and she gave me the highest Asian compliment. Wow, that's a lot of people. They're gonna listen to you? So I'm gonna go home and say, they laughed at the jokes and they clapped at the right time. So thank you for giving me this so I can now tell my mother. I grew up in Hawaii as part of the Asian majority. I had teachers that looked like me. I grew up with the first Asian governor in the nation, and I could go to 7-Eleven for my spam musubi fix anytime I needed it. That's my Hawaii crew. I didn't have to explain my Asianness. I got to be me. This gave me a solid foundation to grow from, and I grew up knowing who I am in a community context. And this is what I hope we can create for all of the children in our schools and our school systems. They need to be seen, and they need to be able to feel. To the family and friends, thank you for your sacrifices, your support, and for some of you for literally feeding your graduates. Your work isn't done. They will need you in the coming months and the coming years. Working for justice isn't a path one takes alone. They will need squad care. Squad care comes from African-American writer Melissa Harris Perry. She talks about squad care as a way of understanding our needs as humans that acknowledges we lean on one another, that we are not alone in this world, but rather enmeshed in webs of mutual and symbiotic relationships. This is especially important as the graduates move on into their new lives. They will be changing the world and challenging the status quo. Your beloved will need you to be part of their squad care. They will need you to listen to them when they come home frustrated and unsure of next steps. They will need you to remind them to breathe, and the problems they face in our educational system today require a sense of urgency, and it took hundreds of years to create these problems. The problems won't be undone overnight, but their contributions to undoing racism will have an impact. They may need you to continue to feeding their stomachs and their souls, bring them a bowl of pho, make them laugh by reminding them how funny they looked in their graduation robes and frumpy hats today, or simply ask, hey, how's it going? Be part of their squad care. Graduates, before you spread across the city, the nation, and the globe, take a moment to thank each other for being on this journey with you. Before you leave today, not now, take out those phones, grab a selfie with your friends that you made, make sure to tag it so that you can make the hashtag for tonight go viral, trend on Twitter. Oh, wait, Instagram is what we use now. Find that hashtag. And make sure that you stay connected, if only annually, so that you can be part of each other's squad care. You'll need each other on the journey ahead. When you see each other, ask, and how are the children? And be hopeful when you hear all the children are well. Be proud, be purposeful, and most importantly, feel. Thank you.